Hey YouTube, you don't know this about me yet, but I'm kind of obsessed with camera bags. And I kind of feel like maybe that's just the nature of photographers in general. We love our gear and we love to carry our gear. And then because we can't necessarily always buy new gear, but we can buy new bags, we end up buying new bags. So maybe put a comment below as to why you think photographers are so obsessed with camera bags. But anyway, the bag I'm talking about today is this bag that I bought because of the color, some of the hype. I wouldn't say it's my favorite bag, but it's a bag that I just cannot get rid of because of how much it can hold. So this is the Wandrd Prvke Lite. It's an 11-liter pack. I believe the roll top maybe adds another 1 to 3 liters on top. But yeah, let's just show you how much this bag can carry and why there's no way at this point in time I can get rid of it. So these are extra. I feel like I bought them just for more of the aesthetics. You could put your probably tripod on the front or maybe put a jacket. But yeah, I guess I just like the way that they make the bag look, kind of cut up some of the purple. This is a front pouch. It is rain protected, weather protected, but I will tell you that I have some business cards in here. There's really nothing else you can put in this. I mean, maybe like a single sheet of paper, but it's gonna get bent. You'd have to put it in like this lower section if you want it to be protected. So essentially this front pocket is useless, in case all of you didn't know that. So now let's take a look at the inside of the bag, because this is where it shines. And I'll preface by saying that I tried to purchase, or I did purchase the Shimoda Urban Explorer 20-liter, thinking that it would hold the same amount, if not more, than this bag did, and it did not. So let's go ahead and open her on up. So as you can see, this bag holds a ton of big camera gear. We have my 24-70 GM Mark II. As you can see, that fits with the lens hood. We have a Sony a7R V with a 16-35 GM Mark I. And it can also fit sideways as well. I should show you. It just gets a little more wedged in with the big lens. And if I were to do that, I might take this foot off. But anyway, you can see it fits that way. So 24-70, a7R V with a 16-35. And then we have the big boy. This isn't the 70 to 200 f2.8. No, this is the 100 to 400, no lens hood. And then yeah, in that configuration, you can always just pop off this foot and then maybe put it in a pocket, or I have some extra space right here. And then within this spot, I have the just a bag of filters, kind of just to show you how I have a little bit of extra space here. When I do have the a7R V on its side like this, it does come up just a little bit from the actual bag itself. I can't really show you that, but it's a little bit of a bump. But because this back panel, I don't really have anything up here that I'd have to worry about. I do have some batteries here. I don't have a laptop, is what I'm trying to say, in the sleeve. I don't mind kind of pushing it down on top of this, but then again, if needed, you can always turn it sideways, put your 100 to 400 back in, and maybe pop off, as I said, that tripod foot. Ta-da, right? Like absolutely no problem. And there you go. So it literally fits the, holy trinity of lenses, which I feel like for an 11-liter bag is extremely impressive. So now I will say that this is probably not what this bag is made for. And just because I like to overpack doesn't mean that you necessarily will as well. If you are out and about with your family and you just want to bring your A7R or your X100 6 or like similar camera, here's your filters for them. Put it in this pocket. Now we're gonna pop in our X106. I mean, like, take your pick of slots. I mean, you could even just take off your lens straps, pop your camera in right here, and have a whole section just for, I don't know, lens straps, like right here. And then maybe you want to take a film camera with you. So you're gonna maybe take off that lens strap and put your film camera here. Oh, but wait, maybe you want to bring your Osmo Pocket 3, so you can put that there. And maybe you need your SD cards. And this is where from that review, right? Like, I don't want it to bump against this. That wouldn't be good, not good there. So maybe we'll put this one underneath here and on top. And I'll just have you know that this is all with essentially nothing in this top pocket. So right now, because I'll use this a lot of times, or recently as more of my out and about bag for a diaper bag. Got some wipes. I got my 2 lens hoods for the 100 to 400. Thank you, Kim Ellman, for the sticker from Miami. And then the other lens hood. And then I got a pacifier and some Lament hydration. And like, you know, this is with it like fully compressed, and you still have a ton of room within this section here. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably even do like the whole Peter McKinnon thing. Put your full frame in there, although I think that would probably be uncomfortable and fairly top heavy, but you get my gist. A ton of room in this upper section, and then, you know, a ton of room in this lower section, and then pockets up here. I should also mention that I have a diaper pad in there. I have some Nisi filters from some trip. Should probably not lose those. You can see how much I use them. I did a review on those. They've been kind of a disappointment. And then some batteries for the X100. So that's what the inside of the bag. Let's take a look at just a few more things on the outside of the bag. Or on the front side, I don't know, just a little bit more on the bag itself. Although I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you probably want to see what's inside. You have a sunglasses pocket up here that is padded, but if you overstuff this pouch or this pocket, they're gonna get smushed. So just know that. It is lined, which is nice. And then when you do have this bag loaded out like I had, it is heavy. So, you know, what I'd really liked about the Shimoda ones is that you had load lifters, but these straps here are actually attached to the back panel and not to the top part of the bag. So not the most comfortable fully loaded out. These are very padded, and I'd say they're pretty breathable. You know, it's really hot and humid here. And, you know, I think my back does get sweaty, but it's not like horrendously sweaty, I'll say. And then the other piece that I just want to call out is that if you're using some sort of like capture clip system, this MOLLE webbing is a pain to attach it to, right? You're like kind of just squeezing over it. So I haven't put one on here. And then because this is a hard plastic, which is nice, right? Because it has like a running section. Although I found that sometimes this little flippy thing gets in the way and it falls off. You really got to click it into place. So this will, you know, be able to slide up and down. I just haven't been able to put, and I guess also me because it's lower, I have not put a capture clip on this bag in particular. So with that, they always talk about these handles up here. You can't even see them, but this one here and this one here, they are magnetized. And I'd say that magnet's pretty strong. I actually do surprisingly carry it by this more than I had thought. You know, this is a nice piece of hardware. I hate roll tops, to be honest. So I do find that a little bit annoying. If I'm going to get into the bag, I'd prefer just to open it because I'm accessing something else, and then just pull apart that top section. Now this side pocket here, you can either use it or not use it. And I've been using it for an actual water bottle. This piece right here is really short. So unless you're putting in sort of mini tripod, I wouldn't recommend it to put a tripod in, just because it doesn't provide a lot of stability. And there are no lash points on this side of the bag for you to carry that. So I would just use this for a water bottle, or I have found like if I put my Peak Design travel tripod within its sleeve or, you know, like case, you could put it in there because it's a little more contained, or I don't know, like a little, I guess then you could put it in without it, but I feel like you need to kind of take up the volume with the case for this part. So I wouldn't put a tripod over here. So if you're looking for tripod carry, this is not the bag. On this side, there's this extra pocket here. My only gripe, and again, I'm coming from like a lot of full frame camera gear, is that this section is a very narrow opening. So when you're trying to like pull the camera out, like the way I have it configured now, you cannot get it out that way, right? It has to come on its side like this. And even just now I knocked off the lens hood. So you definitely need to, I don't know, even there, let's see, it's just too narrow of a design. So I think that about wraps it up. There is no hidden, like sometimes they'll hide like a waterproof cover. There's no waterproof cover down here. There is no hidden zipper underneath the luggage pass-through. So just FYI, they did a lot of similar things that they have on like the Wandrd Prvke version 3, and then now the new Wandrd Prvke version 4, but this is really just to be a everyday around small carry kind of bag. And it does look, I just noticed this now, you could put some sort of like hip strap right here. There's a small section, so I bet you could attach one. But this bag, as I said, like I bought it for the color. I thought it looked cool. I've been trying to get rid of it because I'm not a big fan of the roll top, but I have not found a bag in this size range. So if you have one that you like in the size range that can hold the trinity of lenses, send it my way, because I ended up, you know, buying the Urban Explorer 20, sold it, rebought a 30, and I just, you know, I need something that can do dual purpose for both camera gear and then just have the ability to carry extra within, you know, whatever compartment. Because even, you know, I've looked at the Peter McKinnon 25 pack, and I really liked that idea, but again, it just did not hold the same amount that this bag can hold. So I hope you found it helpful, and I think I'll probably end up doing a few more camera bag reviews. I have a couple of slings that I really like. So thank you for watching.